Hey everyone, my name's Pupsker, and I want to go over everything that I thought was pretty good about Operation Scarlet Spear. Because I know there was a lot of negativity that was brought on with the very start of it, and I wanted to do the opposite, because I actually did end up liking Operation Scarlet Spear once everything was fixed and I just started playing the game. But the first thing I really do want to mention is the Scarlet Spear event is going to come back in the game. It is not a one-time event. So all of your Scarlet Spear coins, they can be used if you haven't used them when the operation comes back. So don't throw them away, don't sell them, don't delete them, don't do anything like that, okay? Just keep them in your inventory and wait until it comes back. I really did like the cool new cutscene that came along with it, and I guess the slight amount of story. Like, I'll take what I can get with Warframe. They aren't really a story game at this point, purely because it's been going on for 7 years, and the story releases have just been so slow that I haven't really been able to care anymore. But I do actually like all the new cutscenes. I just wish the story would come out faster. Okay, so Little Duck Shop was actually definitely a good thing in my eyes. I like the opportunity to actually get some arcanes for my Warframes and finally level them up. I just haven't really cared to do any of the Eidolon hunts. I've done, I guess, some of the smaller ones. I can't remember any of the names, so don't even bother asking me. Just because I can't be bothered right now. I'm a little too busy, and I'm just farming up general stuff. So it was really nice to actually get some arcanes. I wasn't one of the people that actually farmed it up hardcore with hundreds of thousands of tokens. I only got about 100,000 so I could buy all of the new unique items, which again, I like those as well, because all the uniques are, I can't complain. One of them was kind of a reskin type weapon, but it's still a cool new weapon for me, so I don't mind. More MR, but who knows if it'll be MR fodder or not. I like to try to keep a ton of weapons, but who knows how long that'll last, right? I only ended up really getting mostly one of each arcane, and then leveling up a couple arcanes a couple times, just so that I have something. I will get to arcane farming one day. I'm just, not there yet. I don't care about it right now. So the new areas / tile sets and the Murex, everything looked really good. I like the sound of everything, just the view, the stunning visuals once you go into the air and you actually go into the ship and see just how everything looks on the inside all messed up. Yeah, the visuals, the new tile sets, I think look really cool. So I will definitely not hate on that. They were really beautiful in my eyes, and I think the art team always does a really good job in this game. Dare I say, they might be carrying the game a little bit right now, because yeah, goddamn, everything was so beautiful. No complaints there. I wish I could actually do this operation a little bit more. I just haven't had, tons of time because, things get busy. I do other stuff. Yeah, things happen, right? The loot. Let's talk about loot. So the ground loot, in my opinion, was really good. First off, you got a good amount of neurodes, and honestly, I think, a double resource drop and a resource chance booster, so I would get so many resources. I think the most I got in one run was probably 35 to 50. I can't really remember. I have recordings probably, but obviously I'm not going to go back and look, so that was a great opportunity to get neurodes. In total, I got about, I think, 150 to 200 neurodes, and I've used up a lot of them already, so hey, it is what it is. Ferrite, I didn't really count ferrite, but hey, I got a lot of it, so I'm not mad at that. Next, we got Endo, because Endo was one of the drops on the loot table for the ground, and I actually ended up using so much Endo and all my credits on leveling up a ton of mods, because I've been neglecting that in the game. I just haven't cared, and I accrued up to 60,000 Endo, so yeah, I had to use up all that. Again, now let's go over relics. Relics in the ground loot are really good. The issue is you'll get a lot of lith, a lot of meso, and then no neos, no neo at all. Nope, you'll just get lith and meso. So if you need to collect a lot of lith and meso, it is a great opportunity to do so. Don't get me wrong. I actually needed some, so I wasn't too mad at all, really. I had a good time. A lot of people who play the game a ton, though, they won't really care for that. And finally, sentient cores. Yes, you fight a lot of sentience, so you get sentient cores. I definitely can't complain. Free sentient cores without having to do any Eidolon hunts, just by playing a cool defense mission. Yeah, no, I'm okay with that. Yeah, just give me sentient cores, because I've been neglecting Plains of Eidolon and some other stuff. Like, I've played a little bit of everything, but a lot of areas I've neglected for others, because that's the way Warframe works. It's hard to do everything, so you just start doing one thing at a time, right? So that's most of the ground loot. The ground loot was awesome. I had no issues there. The loot of these events are really good. Once all of the bugs and issues got sorted out, yeah, everything was really good. Unplayable for the first week, but after that it was good. Now, let's go for the air loot, because oh my god, the Railjack air loot was amazing. So, you got relics, right? But you got Lith, Meso, and Neo as sea drops. So, yeah, you got a lot of relics, and this one was even better. Air was the meta. You would get even more points in the air missions than the ground missions, but it needed an equal balance, and the ground mission has unique stuff compared to the air mission, so yeah, you had to do that, right? So I really didn't mind that. One of the cooler parts for me, specifically, is the intrinsics. You get intrinsics XP and everything in here. I think that's what they call it, right? Yeah, whatever. So you can actually level up your intrinsics. I haven't really touched a whole lot of Railjack because I hate it passionately. Sorry, it's just not really that fun. I hate it passionately because of the buggy release, but nowadays I just don't really care too much for it. But that was a really nice touch. So at least when I go back to Railjack, when they release Railjack 2.0, I guess, it'll be really nice. The Railjack materials that you also got, just general materials, I'm sure that'll help a lot when I get back into Railjack stuff. It wasn't a ton, I don't believe, but it was definitely a good amount for, you know, what I did, I guess. Because you really didn't need to get any Railjack materials, but hey, you did get a decent amount. Again, you got sentient cores because that's pretty common, right? Sentience here, as well as on the ground. You get even more sentient cores, so those were everywhere. God bless. Okay, 10 out of 10, would recommend. And then finally, you get Orokin cells, right? You can never be mad at potato chips. Orokin cells are always welcome. They did drop in small amounts though, so don't expect to be getting hundreds of Orokin cells in the air mission. But again, it was still pretty good. Luckily, I think all of this will finally stick going forward because the operation has kind of an end point. Like, that's all there is to it. The operation is a really cool defense mission that requires some teamwork, and the teamwork is missions need to be on the ground and on the air to actually operate properly. All in all, it was a fun defense mission with a ton new just areas to fight, I guess. Not a ton, I should say, but new areas to fight, new loot, new shop, arcanes, alternatives, some new items. Yeah, it was all in all, it was good. I'm a-okay with this being a return event, so yeah, gimme. I kind of wish it would be back faster, or at least in half a year, just so I can get some more arcanes out of it, but hey, I'm not greedy. Get it here when it does. That's the end of this video, guys. If you liked it, just, you know, subscribe, comment, favorite, like, and I'll see you guys next time, probably with another Warframe farming video. Peace.